Structural racism is a very important issue, and it's not limited to any one system or organization. And we felt that we had a responsibility to really look critically at this issue, in particular to how it relates to child support. We often, when we develop policies, what we try to do is to consider the impact on the people that we serve. And I think we've often thought that our policies are race neutral, but we've come to understand that the impact of those policies are not always race neutral, especially as it pertains to families of color. Our goal was to try to bring different perspectives to the programs. We thought it was really important to hear directly from the parents who receive child support services. Their voice is important. But then we also wanted to hear from scholars as well as policymakers, and we felt this combination would create a very rich conversation and give us some insight into this issue. The interviews that you're about to hear will give you some insight and a glimpse into the discussion that we held, and you'll see that we have work to do. We're realistic to know that an issue such as structural racism, which is woven deeply into our culture, is not going to be unwoven quickly. That being said, we do not feel that the solution is to say, no, we don't want this program at all, or to reject a program. But rather, we think the approach that should be taken is to really examine a program critically, identify what we can control, and in those situations, make changes. And the areas that we cannot control, to advance legislation to make change. We think if that approach is taken, ultimately, we hope, at least in the child support program, that the foundations of structural racism will be broken, and that it could lead to sustainable change.